What brings you to the hearings?
I had the distinct honor of being able to participate in a press conference that Senator Boxer held yesterday, bringing together folks who wanted to call out the incredible shortcomings of the Rudolph Bitter bill. So I was here to participate in that conference and wanted to come to the hearing to hear the discussion among the senators and the witnesses.
And what's your impression so far?
Well, the legislation falls far short of the mark that it needs to be able to actually protect public health. And I think a lot of the issues that we were concerned about came out in the hearing today in the questioning and raising the concerns of some of the things that have to be addressed before any bill that moves forward will really protect the citizens of this country from these dangerous diseases, from these dangerous chemicals.
So you're with breast cancer. What's the greatest threat that you see consistently in women that end up with breast cancer?
So the Breast Cancer Fund is focused specifically on preventing breast cancer by reducing exposures to these kinds of toxic chemicals and radiation. And we have seen a large and growing solid foundation of science that shows that some of these chemicals can increase the risk of breast cancer and can interfere with some breast cancer drugs that are trying to treat breast cancer. A lot of chemicals are endocrine disruptors. They look like estrogen, which we know is deeply involved in the process of breast cancer. So the barrage of exposures that we face every day has a cumulative impact on potential diseases like breast cancer. So we want to see those exposures reduced and trying to reduce the number of cases of cancer that we see diagnosed every year, particularly breast cancer.
Okay. Are you happy with the progress of the hearings?
You know, the hearing was an important opportunity to air in a very public way some of the remaining concerns around the legislation and the ways in which the legislation doesn't meet the mark. There's lots more process to go, and we have a lot more work to do to continue to raise the concerns and to mobilize the American public and call on Congress to pass a law that really protects them.
What do you find is the most common misunderstanding that the general public has about how they're protected?
Well, I think it starts with a really basic notion of, does the federal government ensure that the chemicals in your products are safe? And the answer to that is no. And I think people are stunned by that to begin with. And then I think they would be really concerned about how involved the chemical industry has been in drafting this bill. We don't generally give the industry that's being regulated the opportunity to write the laws. It's sort of like the fox protecting the hen house. And you know, the job of Congress is to protect the American people, not the chemical industry, in our view.